In the first episode of Born to Lead, we see the beginning of the guide dog journey as we join two expectant mothers for the birth of their litters. We follow Brooke in New South Wales through the home whelping program with the Help Home Whelping advisor Leah and volunteer Lani. In Victoria, we join Opal at the guide dog's nursery as she delivers her litter following an X-ray checkup with vet Anne and carer Janice. We then follow Puppy Reed home with his new puppy raiser Michelle. A montage of newborn puppies, older puppies playing, future guide dogs in training, and guide dogs around the community with their handlers.
They change destinies.
Ready to go?
And make the impossible real.
Find the physio.
For people with low vision or blindness,
Good boy.
they're the constant companions who transform lives.
Very nice.
This is the story of one of Australia's most trusted charities
Quentin, you're ready to go, buddy.
and the dedicated animals they nurture for a vital role.
Good boy, Elmo.
Welcome to the extraordinary world of guide dogs.
The Born to Lead logo appears. Preview montage of this episode shows mums-to-be Black Labradors Brooke and Opal being examined by guide dogs vet staff and carers. Brooke undergoes an ultrasound and Opal is being x-rayed. This is followed by footage of their puppies playing.
Get a look at your puppies.
On this episode,
She's got 1 week to go, so there's not a lot of room for food anymore.
expectant mothers Brooke
Go on in here, Duff. You're going to get an x-ray.
and Opal
Okay, there's 8 to 9 pups that we've got to try and get out.
prepare to give birth to a much anticipated brood
This kind of thing still gives me goosebumps.
of future guide dogs.
It's awesome. It's an experience that we're really lucky to be able to have.
A giant guide dog statue appears.
So where does the story of our dogs begin? Well, it's way back, even before they're born. Time to meet some of the most precious dogs of all, the mums.
Good girl.
In Sydney, guide dogs breeding and whelping advisor Leah is making a house call to see mum-to-be Brooke and her doting carer Lani.
Hello, Lani.
Thank you.
Lani welcomes Leah inside her home. Leah gives Black Labrador Brooke a pat.
So she's got 1 week to go before she has her puppies.
You're such a good mama dog, aren't you?
Lani gives Brooke some head scratches.
And she's been a little bit lethargic. She's had a little bit of vomiting, and so we just wanted to make sure that everything's going okay today.
Brooke, sit.
Leah examines a heavily pregnant Brooke.
Day before yesterday, she had an episode of about 2 hours where she vomited 5 or 6 times.
Okay.
And yeah, the vomiting stopped and she was a little bit flat, but she's picked up a lot since then. She is a little bit off her food, but I think it's her size.
Yeah. She's got 1 week to go, so there's not a lot of room for food anymore.
Yeah.
Our home whelping program is where our breeding dogs come to people's homes. They look after them for at least 4 years while they're in the program. They have the mum while she's pregnant, and then they whelp the puppies in their homes.
With Brooke due to give birth any day, Leah wants to make sure both mum and her babies are doing well.
She's a good girl.
So we might just do an ultrasound and just to see how the puppies are going today. Make sure everything's going okay.
That's exciting.
Yay.
This stuff brings back memories of my vet nursing days.
Leah unpacks ultrasound equipment and places the device on Brooke's stomach. Vision of the ultrasound
Get a look
screen.
at your puppies.
I think she's having about 7.
Oh, that was going to be my next question.
So we can see a little puppy here, Lani. Can you see that one right
I
there?
can. Look at it moving, wiggling around.
Moving.
Moving around nicely.
Yeah, so moving around. She's gone to sleep now. It's nice and relaxing.
Lani strokes Brooke's face.
Heavily pregnant Brooke is making the most of sleepy time before her busy litter of pups arrives.
Inside a vet clinic.
In Melbourne, Opal is also heavily pregnant and Janice is bringing her in for a checkup with vet Anne.
Go on in here, Duff.
Vet Anne speaks.
Good girl.
Sometimes these labours, when she actually delivers the pups, take a long time. And so to have to know how long gives us an idea on decision making about whether she needs to go to a caesarean or whether we're going to try and get them all out naturally.
Good girl.
She's looking really good. She's in good body weight.
The precious mums-to-be are given full health checks to make sure everything goes smoothly for the birth.
You've got to get an x-ray, Opes. How many, hey? How many, Dal? We'll see. All right, there we got it.
That's the skull there.
X-ray of Opal's pregnant
1,
tummy.
2,
3,
3, 4, 5,
6,
6,
7.
7.
Do you reckon
I
that?
think that's one there. 8, with that backbone coming down there.
Opal is carrying a big litter and everyone is on high alert.
Janice speaks.
We're looking and going, okay, there's 8 to 9 pups that we've got to try and get out, and the effect that that's going to have on mum, and obviously from a team perspective too, because it means that we're here through the night. It's a little bit apprehensive, but this kind of thing still gives me goosebumps because I know that we're bringing new pups into the world. And again, you know, Opal, it's a really vulnerable time for her giving birth, and she's allowing us to be there and be part of that process. So that's something that I take for the rest of my life. It's awesome. It's an experience that we're really lucky to be able to have.
That experience is about to begin again for Leah in New South Wales, as Brooke's big day or night has arrived.
Lani called me at 10:30 and said that Brooke's contractions have started, so I've just arrived and we're just now waiting for the first puppy to arrive. Every whelp I go to is different, so I am a little bit anxious in the lead up to it. So sometimes they might be really long. They might have a big litter and it might last for quite a few hours, or it might be a quick litter, or she might have to go for a cesarean. So they're all so different.
A first puppy is born.
Brooke's puppies are starting to arrive now.
Well done, Brooke.
So we're finishing cleaning off one and another one's arriving.
Firstborn girl.
Lani speaks.
Really exciting and interesting to watch. A little bit nerve-wracking. So obviously, hoping that everything goes well and there are no issues.
Shots of Brooke and her yellow and black puppies being born, sleeping and feeding.
It's early hours of the morning and we have an adrenaline rush, so we're not really tired at this stage because the puppies keep coming. So we're busy marking them and checking them and making sure that they're all a healthy weight.
She's very cute.
I've been in this role for 5 years nearly now, and I've delivered probably about 400 to 450 puppies. So each one is special. They're all equally special and all equally different. So it's very exciting. So Brooke's puppies have all arrived and they're all healthy and doing really well. Brooke's feeding them.
There you go, Brooke. And have your puppy.
Superstar Brooke has delivered 7 perfect puppies, and Lani is overjoyed but realistic about the job ahead, helping to care for this very precious litter.
I feel like I've just got that whole extra layer of responsibility around keeping them well and keeping them healthy, and you know they're going to go on to be guide dogs someday, so I feel like I really need to do everything I can to try to keep them as well and healthy as I can. And Brooke.
Close-up of the puppies sleeping and cuddling with closed eyes. Leah returns to Lani's house.
6 weeks later,
Hey Lani, how you going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
the guide dog journey is about to begin for Brooke's cheeky little puppies.
Puppies sleep and wander in a playpen before being loaded into a car.
The last one, yes.
Leah is bringing her precious cargo to their temporary new home at Sydney's guide dog headquarters.
Hi, puppies. Oh.
Leah arrives at headquarters and the puppies are unloaded into a transport trolley.
Oh, darling.
The next big step for these lively youngsters in a couple of weeks will be a year-long stay with the incredible volunteers who are puppy raisers.
Come here, sweetie.
Puppies eating and playing.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Message from proud partner Petstock showing vision of a yellow guide dog in training in a Petstock store and a yellow Labrador being groomed.
You can support the amazing work of Guide Dogs Australia by donating to the Petspiration Foundation this August. Help Petstock raise $200,000 by donating in-store or online. Your generosity will transform lives.
Puppies burst through a gate into a play area.
In Melbourne, these are Opal's puppies. In the end, a massive litter of 10 safely delivered with a natural birth. And for carer Janice, it's bittersweet, soaking up all the cuddles, but knowing she'll soon be saying goodbye when they head to their new homes.
Puppies cuddle Janice and play in an area with enrichment toys.
You know what, we are human, and yeah, there are pups and dogs that we bond with, and as we know that they're going home, we do get a bit, not when I say emotional, we're not crying. It is a tough time for us. For me, when I see, for example, one of our training dogs leave, I get that reassurance and that comfort to know that the part that I played has been done, and now that dog is going to be pet, companion dog, or a guide dog. It's going to be something, and I played a part in that. And to me, that's awesome.
The yellow puppy is fitted with his first training jacket and carried
And
to a
all
car.
too soon, 2 weeks later, the time has come. This is Puppy Reed heading home with Michelle.
Let's go. Slightly addicted myself to puppy raising, but love puppy raising, love to be able to give back to the community in every way that we can do that.
Michelle carries Reed into her home.
Michelle's dedication is incredible. She's raised an astonishing 16 puppies in the last 10 years.
Okay, in we go. There we go, look. Look, there's a cat.
A black cat sits on the couch.
It is a crazy amount of puppies. Yes, lots of toileting. We're going to go in here, come see your new house and your new room.
Puppy Reed explores his new home and meets pet cats.
Every dog is so different, so it doesn't get old. There we go. Really exciting to meet another one, see what they're going to be like and find out the little personality this little puppy's going to have. It's a case of helping him to settle in. Because of all the support, the pressure isn't as much as you would think it necessarily is, but it's more of the pressure you put on yourself to get it right and to do the right thing by the dog and to make sure that it's going to make it and get into assessment and obviously go on to be a guide. Fingers crossed at the end. The hard part of giving them back is definitely outweighed by all the positives of everything that we do in puppy raising.
Puppy Reed sleeps in his crate. Dogs in training, playing and being returned to the guide dog centre
Next time on Born to Lead,
by their puppy raisers.
Go and show them what you can do.
farewelling their fur babies is bittersweet.
I hope he gets to change someone's life as much as he's changed ours.
Come on, guys!
Training to become a guide dog begins.
The Born to Lead logo appears, proudly presented by Guide Dogs and Pet Stop.